Hello, and hope everybody's doing good. Normally, I don't put videos involving political thoughts, theories, comments, because a lot of it reverts to vile fighting and nonsense. But sometimes you have to because things are just so messed up and things continually get worse, and you kind of get upset and stuff, especially when it costs money and it makes it very expensive to live and to do the basic day to day things that you want to do, but you can't do it because money is forcibly taken out of your paychecks via taxation. I'm talking about, oh boy, here we go. Illinois Senate Bill 25, the Omnibus Energy Bill for Clean and Reliable Grid Affordability, um, alt CRGA. Basically, a green energy bill. Fun, fun, fun. This, and starting in 2030, there'll be new charges for ratepayers. 2030 new charge on electric bill adds a new charge to pay for state procurement of 3 gigawatts of battery storage. Gee, did I vote for that? No. I don't have a representative to talk about it because my representative is the same of the same mono party that runs my state. Now I'm not going to mention the name. If you know anything about Illinois, you could figure that out because I want to put this first little discussion video on YouTube as well as Rumble. Rumble don't care, and Rumble I might do a different version, but yeah, there's a moratorium also on large nuclear reactors and requires utility companies to create virtual power plants. It also creates and provides energy equity. Boy, I just love that. I just more money to give away. Utility companies must meet a minimum amount of spending for low income households, while the formula rates that they receive for administration, while reviving the formula rates that they receive for administrating the programs. That just is so nice, especially when it's hard to find a job in my state of Illinois, and a job that'll pay you so you can live and also save money and use money for investments or whatever you need. And we're just getting bombarded because we're one of those sanctuary states. We're not as goofy as Minnesota, but we're pretty goofy. The only difference is that the only part that's goofy, like the state of Minnesota, is basically Cook County, the county I'm in, which is sad to say, and the city of Chicago. You break that away from the state, and you kind of slap around some of the other areas in the metropolitan area, this would be a totally different state. It wouldn't be like it is. But everybody's bit by that Chicago mystique, so hey, we'll sit here, we can't afford to live here and keep voting these clowns in so they can keep making me more poor. The sad thing is, under our current governor, the state of Illinois is taking in an additional $1,434 in extra tax dollars that were not asked for by the taxpayers. Enough problems trying to fight off all the stuff that was created under Dr. Dementia, aka Joe Biden, which totally messed the country up the way it is. And that's why everybody's complaining. Why are they doing, the government, what they're doing? Well, they're trying to fix Biden's mistakes and put the country back in kind of a normal, kind of a centrist place that it was. But no, we want to go all this. No, it's not going to happen. What's happening in my state is most of the people are getting up and leaving. They're moving to Iowa, they're moving to Missouri, Texas, Tennessee, Indiana, anywhere but here. And just kind of which is sad because this was a very nice place. What messes this place up is corruption in Chicago and Cook County, and it kind of bleeds to the rest of the state. And then the state's a sanctuary state that likes bringing illegals in, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, God help you if you're into firearms and stuff. They come after you for that, so you basically have no way to either do stuff if that's like a hobby of yours or protect yourself, which is a lot of fun too. Because the police mostly just write reports around here. They don't do much of anything else. And, I see other people not paying attention to them, and you should be respectful of the law and stuff. But pretty soon, other people are going to be telling the police, you guys are a joke. Just get away, like you do to the police in Portland, Oregon. But it's sad. Nobody wants horror. Nobody wants calamity. Everybody wants to be able to live the way they want to live in their own little communities, working, bettering themselves, making money, saving money, building a future and whatever, not sitting there getting pickpocketed and made crazy because you're in a place where you have no say in anything. They keep doing this stuff, and everything you have of value starts losing its value big time. Well, we'll see what happens in the election coming up. Hopefully, we will get a Republican governor, which I doubt. And I think the only way out of this is for the federal government to come in, audit, and start putting people in jail like they're going to do in Minnesota. It's a shame you have to come to that. That your fellow residents are too stupid to see all the corruption and ugly stuff that's going on, and they just keep not voting or just allowing it to happen. So when they complain, they have nobody to blame but themselves. But that's neither here nor there. I just call this out because I did not like this bill, which was signed into law by our wonderful governor, which, I mean, I don't think the guy has, I mean, the brain power of a mouse. But hey, better, at least he's more manly than that thing of a governor in Minnesota. I don't know, what do we call him? But hey, that's about it. A lot to say. I just wish for a nicer and better day where everybody has access to make money and do what they need to do to make their families' lives and their own lives happy. And so my first little thing, call it a rant, just call it an observation. I'll be putting more of these up here. Also, I have a little bit different thing I'm going here with this here. I could put political stuff and kind of use it as a historical parallel to what's happening now, what happened in Europe and other places. Usually they say history repeats itself in a cyclical way, kind of a cyclical nature. Yes and no. I got to do a little bit more research to that, but I'm going to end this here with this. Tell me if you like this or not. If you hate it, tell me. I won't do more of these. If I want to keep doing more like this, I'll keep them on Rumble and I won't put them on YouTube. But this one will be on both YouTube and Rumble. That's all I have to say for this, and I will have more tank plane car videos because I have a bunch of things coming. Thank you again, and it's nice to be able to connect and give an opinion. I hope everybody's having a good day.